Guys, I never did before.
But I was tripping.
Sorry. You know what? It is what it is. What up, guys? It's 11 p.m. I'm just recording this webinar. We're starting off recording with my wife's health and wealth application. It is what it is. You guys are making lives over.
Hello everyone, welcome. In just 8 minutes, we'll reprogram your subconscious mind and activate your natural magnetism for wealth and vitality. Find a comfortable position and close your eyes. You're standing barefoot on warm Balinese sand. Cold light paints ancient temple walls around you. Frangipani petals float in a sacred room beside you. Your body knows this place and it's been waiting for you. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. This air tastes like honey and freedom. Your spine lengthens as birds begin their morning song. Exhale for 4 seconds. See your body as a temple with 60 trillion doors. Each cell opens to golden healing light. Your mitochondria spins faster when you feel ease. This is not laziness. Ease is intelligence. Inhale for 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat after me. I feel ease, ease, ease.
I feel ease, ease, ease.
Exhale for 6 seconds. Freedom is not a destination. It's a frequency you inhabit right now. In your chest, freedom feels light, full, and fun. Inhale for 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat after me. It feels light, it feels full, and it feels fun.
It feels light, it feels full, and it feels fun.
You don't wait for money to feel free. You feel free first, and money responds to you. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat after me. I am a money magnet. My ideas execute flawlessly.
I am a money magnet. My ideas execute flawlessly.
Inhale for 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale for 6 seconds. You ask for what you want, then allow it to arrive. Forcing closes the door. Softening opens. The feeling is prosperity already here, already yours. Exhale for 6 seconds. Your brain is now producing theta waves, the state Einstein used for breakthroughs. New neural pathways carving into your existence. You're rewiring your identity with every breath. Inhale for 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale for 6 seconds. Everything you desire already exists. Your work is to match its frequency through feelings, not force. Feel all 6 anchors braided into one golden cord through your spine. Cellular ease, nervous system mastery, freedom frequency, receptive mode, quantum coherence, vibrational proximity. Inhale for 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale for 6 seconds. The temple glows brighter. You realize you are not in the temple. You are the temple. Repeat this every morning until December 3rd. I feel free. I feel full. I allow wealth to flow.
I feel free. I feel full. I allow wealth to flow.
Again, I feel free. I feel full. I allow wealth to flow.
I feel free. I feel full. I allow wealth to flow.
Wiggle your fingers and toes. The golden temple fades, but the frequency stays embedded in your cells. Gently open your eyes. Welcome to your wealthiest and healthiest reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Halima.
Oh, you're welcome.
So give me a sec, guys. I'm just because she's not ready. So. Righty. So unfortunately for the YouTube group, we forgot to record the first 45 minutes of this webinar, and only just before Halima's welcome mindset meditation did she remind me that I hadn't hit record yet. So that's super unfortunate, but this is why you should pull up live. Okay, so Rob, have you not figured out how to turn your camera this whole time?
I figured it out, bro. But it means I just need to update my laptop, and so I'd rather not do that, you know.
Okay, no problem. All righty,
Next week we'll have them.
Yeah. I'm recording starting now. Recording starting now.
No, I want to.
I know. Did someone mention it? Oh, relax, man. You know what? It is what it is. Right, cool. Let's do Q&A. I'm going to start off with the new people. David, welcome to your first ever My Sling Sundays. How you doing? How you feeling? How do you find this? And any questions?
Hi. Thank you so much, man, for inviting me here. It's good to be here. Uh, Friends with Craig over there as well. Share a common mutual as well. One of my guys called Tarek, obviously Ninja and Halima, you know him. Nice to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well on your honeymoon. My question is, what is some of the pitfalls that you have, kind of fallen in due to crypto, because a lot of the time you can say everyone's scared of crypto, which is why you could say their inability to jump into it. And obviously, not, you're right, not everybody is financially literate. Even I myself, very financially illiterate, you know. So what are the pitfalls, are the most common pitfalls you can find within, jumping into the crypto sphere, other than just the whole trusting somebody and going on their word like it's law when it comes towards, indicators and things that might be happening?
Absolutely. So this is an amazing question. What are the greatest pitfalls to crypto? the greatest pitfall to crypto in modern times is the misunderstanding of what crypto is. I'll repeat again because actually it wasn't recorded. Crypto is digital cash. That's what it is. There's only three types of money in this world: physical cash, money in the bank, and cryptocurrency, which is digital cash, which allows you to receive, store, and send unlimited amounts of capital. Before making any crypto trade, because everybody loves this idea of trading, it is sold to the masses as something that is profitable. It's a highly unprofitable endeavor for 99% of people. Before doing any kind of trading or investing, this is what I want. In fact, let me ask you, have you ever done this? Have you ever in your life bought cryptocurrency on a centralized exchange and then pulled it out of the exchange and put it in your own wallet? Have you ever gone through that yet?
Me, myself, no. Obviously, I've just joined the crypto sphere. So, like I said, even the whole understanding of having to put money in, where to put money in, and then pull it out, that myself is still very new. Like the most I've ever done is just put money into the bank. If anything else, the money I've ever made where it's actually mine, it's been from working on a 9 to 5, and they're directly wire transferring the money into my account.
Okay, I love the honesty, right? And that is the experience that most of this world goes through. So this is what, and this is going to make a great clip for social media as well. This is what you, David, as a complete crypto noob who's never interacted with crypto, should do. And this is what every crypto beginner should do. You should buy less than £10, £5 to £10 of crypto via a centralized exchange. So for the United Kingdom audience, one of the best ways to buy crypto is via Revolut Bank. Do you have a Revolut or not?
No. But I have other things like what's it called? Chase, or I think it's Zempler Bank. It used to be Cash Plus before, but it's now changed to Zempler.
Okay. I recommend Revolut because it's super easy, right? Either Revolut, yeah, Halima's testing this, super easy. Either Revolut Bank, Coinbase Centralized Exchange. They're the two. For the international audience watching this, as they want with Revolut Bank, Coinbase is the best exchange. But for UK people, I would say Revolut is even better than Coinbase. So first convert a small amount of cash, right? £10, or for anyone worldwide, $10, no more than that. It's enough. 10 is enough, right? 10 USD. £10 enough. Convert GBP into crypto. I recommend using Solana because it's cheap and fast. And then learn to send the crypto from the application into a wallet. This is the same as going to a cash machine and withdrawing cash out of the bank. Yeah, now you've got your digital cash. And then learn to hold it in the wallet. And then learn to send it from the wallet into the exchange and then convert it back into GBP and back into your bank. Before you do anything, this is the first skill that you need to learn. I'm sorry, what was your question again? Get your question?
My question was, what are the most common pitfalls that somebody could fall into being like a complete noob in crypto?
The most common pitfall that people fall into when they get into crypto is the over greed and over desire to make money. We all want to make money in the modern world, right? Of course, you want to make money in crypto. But what's more important than making money in crypto is learning how to use crypto, how crypto works. And I tell this to everyone, security is more important than profit in crypto. Because with other asset classes, such as the stock market, you don't really need to think about security. Stocks are protected, legally speaking, right? It's a regulated asset class. You don't need to think about security when you're trading Forex, like you're trading currencies. Like MT4 is a multi-billion, multi-trillion dollar regulated broker. Security in crypto is more important than profits. The greatest losses that I've made in crypto are not through bad trading or bad investments. It's through the lack of security. So that's the greatest pitfall. You need to learn to step outside of greed and this over desire to want to make money in crypto and focus on learning what is crypto, what's blockchain technology, how to buy, send, receive, and sell and store crypto, because it's a whole different asset class, which you've admitted to never use. And most 90% of the world has never interacted with crypto. Once you learn those things, then you can learn to make profit. That's the biggest pitfall. The greed and over desire to make money.
Thank you so much. I've got another question if you don't mind me. How has your experience been with crypto? How is your relationship with money? Um, Obviously, as it is now, you're in a place where you're able to, give information as well as you, Craig, as well. This I think it's a question to both of you, to be honest. But how was your relationship with money before you got to the place where it was today? Because I think it stems that a lot is a psychological thing. And I got something from Halima's message where I think a lot of it does stem from your relationship with money and how you go about using it and how you go about interacting with it. So how was your relationship with money before it changed to what it is now?
No.
Wait, who's going first?
Yeah. I don't really want to answer this question. I want Krog and Liam to answer this question. How is your relationship? Sorry, the question, just to iterate, is how does our relationship with money change since crypto? Yeah?
Yeah.
That all right. All right, cool. I'll let Krog and Liam.
Okay. So yeah, I think relationship with money is very important, as something that Halima's kind of taught me with her meditations is a lot of us have grown up in environments where we've been conditioned to not even have money, and we've had that scarcity mindset pushed on us, and that when you're always worried about scarcity, then it makes it very hard to tap into the frequency of abundance. And so yeah, I'd say I have a pretty cool story about this because like I've just been reflecting on where I was this month a year ago, and I was involuntarily made homeless for a month just due to some inconvenient stuff happening on my flat. But it was meant to be a day's worth of work that turned into a month. And so yeah, I was in like a very down bad position. And everything was going wrong in my life from uni to everything. And financially, I was really struggling. And I remember it so clearly. In like every day, I was just stressed about everything going wrong. And every day there'd just be these bills coming in, like, oh, my car got broken into, popped a tire, like all these just unexpected costs. And I was staying with my friend in Bristol, and I remember at that point now, I think I'd been homeless for like 3 weeks. And I pretty much totally gave up, like mentally. I completely gave up. I stopped stressing about everything that was stressing me out. And I was just grateful that I had a roof over my head. And I had people around me that cared about me. And in that moment, right, pretty much like within 24 hours of me stopping worrying about everything, right? I made a huge lick on crypto that like change it didn't fully change my life financially, but it just changed my mindset where, I made a good trade, and it just gave me a sign of like, oh, okay, so once I stop worrying about not having money, it makes it way easier for money to flow to me. And it just gave me hope in a time where I was in despair. And that really taught me a lot in terms of, oh, okay. And then so many good opportunities came about as well. Like I did my first podcast, which is out on YouTube. You can find it in my Instagram bio, CL4GG. But I filmed this podcast right after this had all happened. So if you want like a deeper take on this when I was like fresh in this place, that is a great one to watch. But yeah, if you put Crag Solux, if you put in Solux, yeah, Fingers crossed it's there. Yeah, you can see it right there. And so this was done right when I was in the trenches, right when I was in this mindset. And I talk about crypto, I talk about mindset. But yeah, anyways, I pretty much covered this topic on the podcast. But yeah, my point is once I stopped worrying about the money flew to me naturally, and other good opportunities came in, like jobs and like going on a podcast, being able to talk. And yeah, that month where I went from one of my lowest points, and now I can really reflect on it because I'm a year down the line and my life has fully changed. Like even, I was living, even when I was homeless, like I was living in the hood, and now I live in like one of the most beautiful places on earth. I'm able to just invest in the stuff that I need for myself. I'm able to invest in my health, and all these things that I just couldn't have imagined, like what I'd be doing a year ago. And so yeah, I do think crypto has allowed me, right, to come here. Like, okay, so before I came to Australia, I saved up. I worked on a construction site for 3 months. I got a load of money together to get my visa, get everything secure, sure. But then how can I move? I moved here to the other side of the world on my own with no job, nothing lined up, nothing, right? Barely even accommodation booked for the first, I had like the first week and that was it. I could only do this because I have a crypto portfolio. So while I don't want to sell my crypto portfolio, like I want to keep scaling it, it gives me the security that, okay, I can travel and I can go to new places and I can be fully independent without securities in place, because I have something I can fall back on, which is my portfolio. And so that's how it allows me. And, out here I work, I'm not living off crypto. That's not my lifestyle. I work in sales, I have a normal job, but I couldn't have come here without that security. And even now, right, I don't particularly like my job. I'm considering leaving, and I can just get a new job and not have to worry about the meantime, because worst case scenario, I can sell some of my crypto and I've got, next week's rents paid, or I can afford my grocery shop. And this is just, yeah, I'd say it just changed the way, it can change the way you view money. And when it comes to manifesting abundance as well, crypto is the easiest place to position yourself for abundance to enter your life. Because it's one thing to manifest it, but then how are you actually creating that in your life? Well, if you've got some investments in the most lucrative, highest performing asset class on the market, that is going to help abundance flow to you. So yeah, crypto has definitely helped me change my mindset. And it's also like, crypto is not that real, right? When you're looking at it, it's just numbers on a screen. And so it's, when it is just numbers on a screen, it kind of makes it like, oh, it's abundance, but it's not like physical. And so that just helps you kind of tune into that, metaphysical kind of thing of like, oh, I'm just in the frequency of money flowing to me, rather than constantly checking your bank account and then seeing it go down all the time and just kind of like reaffirming that scarcity. So yeah, it's a shame. I feel like that would have been a great clip, and it's a shame I don't have my camera on, but hey, the real alpha is just for the people on the stream. You know how it goes. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. Maybe a bit too much depth, but that's
Thank
how
you
we
so
like
much,
it.
guys. It's been very
I
insightful.
love that, bro. Love that, bro.
Great question, David. Thanks.
I'm going to leave my answer out, so I don't know the answer to the previous question, but I'll let Halima give them perspective. The question is, David, forgive me if I'm wrong. The question is, how has crypto changed our perspective of money, right?
Yeah. That was it.
What up? How?
Basically, clients,
All right, okay. The question is, I'm going to give these notes so you can say the answer. The question is, how has crypto changed your perspective of money?
What, my one or yours?
That's cool. All right. The question is, sorry, we're a bit tired. The question is, how has crypto changed your perspective on money? like how you see it.
Okay. So, before I used to have the scarcity mindset, I was scared to lose money, and that's why I kept using it. But when you have abundance with different types of products, with all in a specific season throughout the year, when you go down as well and when you picture it, because you can see that visually in the phone, it opens that possibility like, oh, if I invest more into Bitcoin when it's low, then I'll win the war. Whereas you can't do that with your bank account. And another thing is, yeah, when you're like sending like £2 to your mum or like your friends, the bank will call you and say like, it's the right transaction, it's sort of fraud happening in your account, is this legitimate? Whereas crypto, just send that, just get a link address, you can send it straight away, and please within seconds. You kind of like cars right now, you send me £5 within seconds. Whereas if you did it in the bank account, the bank can contact you and say, oh, who is Halima Yasmin? Permission to you. Why are you sending this money? Like there'll be so many questions about your money. Like this is your money. Like, this is so crazy. How is the bank like surveillance in your money like that? But if you have freedom, you can send money wherever you can live wherever. So many transactions you can do with your friends. So for example, if car wanting to borrow some money off and easily send that. If I needed USDT, I could get it off car. And so yeah, the transactions are a lot easier. That's what I love about it. Well, in order for you to have more money in your life, you have to let go of scarcity. And you have to be in a really comfortable place in your life to kind of not have any expectations. When you just allow yourself to be free, just flow, not worry. I think anxiety really holds people back. I used to have anxiety over money because of my own parents, like we migrated to Bangladesh to okay. And my mum was always stingy and fancy always spending, so it doesn't help. That really doesn't help. I think that I'm like showing you how to manage the money, how to save money, how to be invested in. And the easiest way for you to make money, the easiest way for you to multiply is crypto. And it just really you have to let go of what you already have the banking system in.
Yeah. You need to. I'll just wrap up with with crypto. You need to unlearn. You need to unlearn a lot of stuff. All right. I feel like I feel like that's a lot of David. Donny. Donny Storm, thank you for being
Yo.
here. We appreciate you.
Magic.
Any questions on your side? It could even be like a technical question. I can do analysis on a coin or whatever you want me to. It's gonna spend another 15 minutes.
Yeah, me and Alien tried to day trade one time, and it didn't go too well. So, like, what is like the general time period of when you should hold and how long you should sell? Like, is there, like a general amount of time? You know,
Oh,
in the
there is
semester?
there's
No
no
general
general
time.
amount of time.
We were trading meme
But what's the
coins.
market?
So
Yeah,
it
we're
was
trading
really
meme
high,
coins.
it was really high risk anyways. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was it was a pretty expected outcome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to
What I
buy
would
on
say is
bad experience.
what I would say is
Yeah.
like this is me and meme coin trading, right? What you want to do is and I'm talking non-leverage meme coin spot trading. So you want to find a meme coin with a really good community. So I'm just going to show this one. One of my favorite ones is called Mute, right?
Cool.
It's got a really good storyline. It's very, very funny. It has a good community, and one of the founders of Pump has even said that this is one of his favorite points. It stands for not in employment, education, or training, right? And what you're going to do with these kind of coins is you want to pick something that is above 10 million market cap, so it has enough liquidity. And then what you want to do is that you want to back test how well it follows indicators on at least the 4 hours. So it's easy said than done. But what I like to do is that I like to have a list of meme coins. Right now, I'm looking at meat, which I've sold recently, and I'm looking at Uranus, right? So I recently took a lot of profit on Uranus. Fortunately, like even during this honeymoon, right, I loaded up quite a lot of money in Uranus around this level, around this support, and I cashed out. I pretty much cashed out like here in the top. Now, how do I know to buy this range? Basically, I predicted in this range. Halima doesn't even know that I traded this coin. But you don't know that I traded this coin, but when I told you I made money in the market, no, but you don't know what Oh, okay. Did I tell you it was this one?
You didn't tell me this.
Yeah. But I told you but it was a coin. Yeah.
Yeah, he bought suitcases.
Yeah. This like one trade funded suitcases and our entire 10-day rent. Yeah. But I realized like I was lost in trade. So this, right, this was quite easy. This was quite easy for me to predict because on the RSI, we had a purple crossover on the yellow, which is a sign of bullish momentum. Basically, it was just like textbook. It was like textbook TA. Like, and I saw this crossover here on the blue and the orange, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna risk it. Right? I won't say on stream.
What is that?
Well, but yeah. So basically, it was a basic textbook crossover on the other side of the map team. And I just kind of understood that we were ranging here and there was a high likelihood that we were going to break out from this range. I didn't know it would happen so quickly. So my number one advice to people when it comes to and this is come from someone who doesn't use leverage, right? Like I make all my money in spot market, is I basically the way I'm profitable with the market, especially if you're talking meme coins, is that I just have a long watch list. In my opinion, if you have 20 assets on a watch list, right, and you've done the fundamental research and everything from like community, liquidity, market cap, is likely no. And then you do all the technicals, the high probability is that if you buy it when it's undervalued, the price is going to go up. But I just don't time my trades. That makes sense. Like I was 95% confident that I was going to make money on Uranus. I put the money down. Right? I put quite a good bit of money down, but I just didn't know when it was going to go up. I was very fortunate that it went up so quickly, and then it timed well in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So
Sort of make like an informed decision when you're gonna do something. Pretty much.
yeah,
But actually do your own
yeah.
research. Yeah,
My
decent.
my basic advice is have a lot of good assets on the watch list and mark
Yeah.
out buy prices and just be patient because at some point, one of the assets is going to crash to that price. So I'm very patient.
Yeah.
That's
So
my top tip when it comes to making money in markets. I spend most of my time not trading. I spend most of my time just waiting for the assets to drop to the price.
all right. Nice one. No more day trading meme coins. Nice one.
Salman, have you got a question?
No, you're right, Ninja. No specific, nothing specific. It's just I was going to touch on an asset, but doesn't really matter. We can put, talk about it another time.
No worries. Have you been accumulating more Zora?
Yeah, I've just got it's got a last batch to put in, and then I'll just have to sit and watch that one.
Let's have a look at that real quick. I think it's pretty good pricing. Oof. I don't want to scare you there, but I think given the market condition, it's gonna drop to 5 cents.
Yeah. All right, then I might hold off on that last batch then.
Yeah, I'm super bullish on this asset, like long term.
Yeah, yeah, same,
Upon
same.
upon upon reflection, do you regret not selling at these highs? Because you had that opportunity.
No, I did. I sold I think I made a good chunk of
Don't,
it, to be
yeah,
fair.
that's it.
Yeah.
Don't say how much money you made in the street.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, good. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Anybody that wants to look into this asset, it's basically like a crypto social media backed by Coinbase, and the buy price is 5 cents. This is the if you don't own this asset and you believe in it fundamentally, the buy price is 5 cents.
How can you predict it?
Sorry.
Do you believe that it's going to go down? Is that what it predicts it?
I mean, I have a general bearish bias for the whole market for most of November.
You know, it's fact.
I know this. I know this. Well, I don't know this. I predict this through multiple analyses, including but not limited to the macro. Including but not limited to. I will teach my wife technicals, and then maybe one day she'll come on stream, and then she'll get through them. Okay. Last but not least, Mr. Cryzo, Mr. Futures Trader, one of the
Yo,
only people who can actually trade futures because you have the characteristical archetype and obsession, mind you. The only people that should trade futures are people that have obsession, and even that's not enough because I've got obsession. That's all I'm trade futures. Remember that. But any questions?
yeah.
Yourself or
So
anything you want to share? You want to chill your Telegram group? I don't even mind.
yeah, I'm actually gonna post my Telegram group in the description. It's just me journaling like what I do right now. I've pretty much switched my strategy into long term holding just because yeah, with the trade war and all the all the different information, I don't really know what's going on, but I am accumulating Bitcoin and PENGU right now as at the dip.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so I want to ask two questions really. The first one is, you know how the trade when Trump announced the trade war, the market crashed really heavily. Do you
Yeah.
think it's going to pump just as much when the trade war ends? As you know, I've seen Trump's been tweeting some good stuff about it. You know, hopefully it might end soon. There's people saying there's a meeting this week going on. I think it's already happened. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's some good tweets going on. I'm wondering if you think it's going to pump just as much or how much, in your opinion.
Hey, this is completely discretionary opinion, right? I don't want to. I don't want anyone to like trade off my discretionary opinion. The way I like to think about it is, I think, like, I always like to go against the herd. So I actually think that even if the trade wars end, the market has already priced in the probability of the trade wars ending. Because let's be honest, in a realistic world, like long-term tariffs just cannot exist. And I believe that the market has already priced that in. What I think right now is, if I were to predict, and this is just a coin flip, I don't believe that the market is going to react ultra bullish upon a trade war, upon trade war good news. I believe that, and I'm more of a fundamental, I have a fundamental bias that right now we're in the last stages of, I guess you could say, quantitative tightening in the Fed, and the market basically cooling off to the end of the month and then pricing in the interest rate cut. in December. That's what I believe is going to be like the fundamental bullish catalyst. Not necessarily because like Trump's so flip floppy with the times that on. I don't think the market is going to be surprised upon him resolving Ukraine. Like at this point, I don't even believe this shit's real anymore. I just think that it's just market manipulation for Trump and his cronies to show them long. Like that's what I believe. I don't even believe it's real anymore.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I can see that definitely. The market manipulation, that's a big thing I've been thinking about. He's just really playing with us. Anyways, next question is, I just want to have a look at Pengu.
Yes.
Within the last few minutes, we've had a break, maybe a possible reversal coming, but I don't know if it's too likely.
No.
I just want to know where you think it's gonna.
You can't be going up the last minute. Where do you think it's gonna go? 14 cents. 14 cents is the low the gold price.
Great. My liquidation price is around just below that. I'm on 10x leverage, but I've added to the margin so that my liquidation price has gone down.
Wait, you want 10x leverage long? Are you long in PENGU?
Yes. But listen, I've added to my position so that my liquidation price is lower, and when it gets lower, I've got certain points I'm going to be adding to the position. But I'm looking to hit it back when it gets there.
To be fair, on the short term, this is looking long. I can't lie. Fair enough. But you are going long. You are going long on an individual asset whilst the market is falling. So yeah, this is very dangerous. I wouldn't do this. But technically speaking, yes. If you are right, you're going to make 70% on this trade. If you're right, and we squeeze back to the Halloween price. Yeah, that's what you're imagining, right? That's what you and your future's degenerate mind is imagining.
Yeah, and if it goes down even lower, I'm just adding to the position. But whatever I'm adding, I'm also putting in straight into the position. So you can long it, but you can also add to the position. So it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not what is being longed. It's more as backup money. So it's like so it can push it a bit further down. But either way, it's more of a long-term hold. But 10x it to make risk to reward ratio 1 to about 8.
You're a crazy guy, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that. Right. It's 7 a.m. and me and Halima to go get some sleep. We're checking out our hotel at 1 p.m. Guys, hope you appreciate this. Hope you guys appreciate the Mycelin stream. Replay gang, sorry we missed like an hour of recording. Oops a daisy. We'll see you guys next Sunday. Take care.
So,
Nice one.
joining people.